샤프하고 샤프 여행사 협찬으로 보내드립니다.
Hi, I'm Justin Katie. I'm here with Steven Yeun from The Walking Dead, and we're going to ask him some questions. Steve, first I got to ask you, how did Glenn actually happen? How did it come about?
Glenn, through a lot of things. If I told you the whole story, we'd be here for like a couple hours.
Good, we have that much time.
Okay, great.
Do you?
No.
No, but just, yeah, give me...
Essentially, you know, I went to college and I was a psych major. I did theater just for fun. I really got into improv. And then I moved to Chicago. I did improv for about 4 years there, cut my teeth. Got to tour with Second City, which was fantastic. And then I moved to LA, and the audition for The Walking Dead happened within the first 5 months I was there, and then I booked it.
Wow.
It was crazy. Yeah, so very uncommon, fortuitous tale.
Right.
Yeah.
Success story. Like, did you read the comic books before?
I actually did. Like, I actually had read them 5 years before at the recommendation of my friend, who was like, hey, you should check this comic out. And I was just kind of getting back into them, and I read it, and I was like, oh, this is cool, this is interesting. Little did I know that that would be something that I get involved in later in, yeah.
Wow. What's it like working on the set of Walking Dead?
It's awesome, man. It's
Where do you guys film?
We film in Atlanta.
Okay.
And the reason why it's awesome is I think for me it's like the greatest grad school that I could have asked for.
Sure.
I think if I went to any acting conservatory, I don't think I would have learned as much as I did on this set. For someone to take a chance and let me have that opportunity to be like, all right, we believe in your ability to an extent, and just grow. And for me, that's what was afforded to me, which was great. Was the first season I just kind of attached myself to all these veteran actors and all these, you know, amazing cameramen and directors, and they all kind of helped me shape my own thing. And then you get more and more confident as you build a little bit more skill, and as you build a little bit more, I guess, presence as you're doing more work. And so, man, I'm a different actor today, as I will be tomorrow, but that much more so than 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's been awesome.
Right. So it's like a learning experience. I mean, you're creating who you are as an actor.
Totally, yeah. It's been awesome. I've definitely grown a lot. So that's, I think, the greatest part of the show is someone took a chance and said, "I'm going to pay you to learn." So
Right.
it's like,
and
all
being
right.
this number one hit drama.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds like an awesome life.
Yeah.
So good, bad memories. Like, think about, like, you know, you say a lot awesome. There's a lot of awesome times on the set.
Right.
Like, did you have any in particular that you could talk about?
Awesome times on the set?
Sure. Or just
yeah.
awesome experiences? I mean, like, what is it? I mean, like...
Well, it's fantastic, man. It's like, you know, it was like a welcome to Hollywood for me was the second episode when Rick and Glenn are covered in guts and they're walking down the street, and I was just thinking, like, man, this is so epic because there's 200 extras all on a blocked off street in downtown Atlanta, all in complete zombie makeup, and there's a camera crane, like 4 rain machines, and then a car with a camera mount in front of us, and they're yelling action on like a blowhorn, and everybody's running, screaming, we're fighting, rain's coming down, and I was like, dang, this is freaking Hollywood, man. This is awesome. So there's a lot of moments where it was just like, this is incredible, just the scale at which people are pulling things off.
Okay. Now, I know the show doesn't follow exactly the blueprint of the comic. So what would you like to see your character? What would you like to see for Glenn in the future?
Yeah, you know, I would like Glenn to continue to continue to grow, continue to learn. I think, you know, last season, season 3, was kind of Glenn's learning period for after he has, I guess, something to live for. You know, he has Maggie. He has the new family that he's kind of adopted into.
Right.
And because of that, I think he's trying to adjust and see what his role is. What does it mean to be a provider? What does it mean to be a protector? What does it mean to be a lover? And these are all things that he's growing into because, you know, he's still a young guy, and the world is very different now than when he left it. So
sure. And speaking about relationships, especially Maggie, but how is working with your set, your cast?
Yeah, crew, awesome. they're so great. I think that's part of the charm of the show. I think if you really think about logistics of the show, we're in 100-degree, 100% humidity heat, and we're in the middle of nowhere sometimes, and we're surrounded by bugs and ticks, and it's hard. Yet we love coming to set because it's awesome to work with everybody.
Right.
You know, I like the camera department. Every single department is so pleasant and wonderful, and they're all trying to do a good job. And then you have the cast, which starts from Andrew Lincoln, and he sets an amazing tone. He's there early, leaves late, and is always prepared, always in the moment, and so it's awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, in the show, there's a lot of people surprise deaths. People are getting killed off the show left and right, main characters included. Are you ever worried about your character?
There's definitely a worry because I like to have a job.
Sure.
But I think at this point, no, I'm not too concerned. Not that he won't die, but he could. But if he does, I think the writers will do a great job in making sure that it's worth something, that it means something.
Sure.
And at this point, I've gotten to be part of, I think, a historical show. So if I have to go out, then that's what has to happen.
Well, who do you miss?
I
That's gone.
I miss a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I miss pretty much everyone. If I can name, even just one or two people.
Yeah, whoever comes to mind.
John Bernthal, Jeff DeMunn.
And who they play?
John Bernthal played Shane, and Jeff DeMunn, he played Dale.
Dale.
And the relationship that Glenn and Dale had was actually the relationship that I and Jeff had, which was like almost to the T exact. Just he would buy me books and be like, "You need to read this," or he would if I ever had any questions, he would be first to chime in, and we'd go out to eat, and even in watching the show, like I know they didn't show it too much on the screen, but think about how many conversations those two had,
right?
Just driving around,
sure.
And it was rough to see him go. That sucked really bad. But where he kind of drops off, a lot of other people picked up for me. So the people that are on are so amazing. Scott Wilson, who plays Herschel, is like the man.
Right.
And but I do miss John as well. John Bernthal, he played Shane. He was like my big brother. He was awesome.
Yeah.
But also, he was the only one that played basketball. So
oh right.
we would go play
basketball.
Yeah, we'd go play basketball.
Is he any good?
He's really good.
Better than you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are better than me.
Okay.
I just play.
You're just recreational.
Recreational.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just good to have someone there to like kind of hang out, and not that we don't hang out now, but
sure.
To hang out and play sports with.
Is there a lot of downtime?
Sometimes you do have a lot of downtime because, especially nowadays, because especially last season, you saw kind of the group not break up, but have their own storylines. Right. So if you think about that in logistics of how it films,
so
you're off doing your own day, Whereas before, in first season, second season, we were in everybody's scenes because even if you didn't have lines, you were sitting back there eating something.
Big ensemble.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have a little bit more downtime, but I just play basketball by myself.
Yeah, wherever you can, whenever you can.
Yeah.
Basketball, that's off time for you, Steven.
Sure.
What else do you do on your downtime?
I'm really into music. I play and write. I write as well. So I just write anything. Sometimes I just write like small,
novels, music. What do you write?
I'll write music just for fun that I'll never show anybody.
Okay. What style of music? Can you tell us that?
Everything, like rock, folk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't anything.
Whatever the mood. Whatever.
Yeah, even hip hop. I won't write hip. I don't write rap.
You don't write rhymes.
I'll just like push buttons and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So create the music.
Yeah, just for fun, just to mess around. But writing wise, I don't know, a lot of like random fiction or screenplays if we're working on something, or just for fun, like humor writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you do, like, a lot of people don't know this about you, but you know, you like to do improv comedy.
Yeah.
You started off doing improv comedy.
Yeah, I started off doing improv comedy. So, yeah, and like, you know, if you can write something funny, I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's the most difficult thing.
Yeah.
Is to make somebody else laugh.
Yeah.
Where do you want your career to go after this? Because I mean, eventually you can't be on the show forever.
Of course,
can.
yeah.
Where do you want to go? Do you want to go in features? What do you want to do?
I don't think I want to. I don't think there's anything blanket that I want to say or anything specific because I don't know if I have that. But more or less, I just want a career, and I want to. I guess I just want to make sure that I'm doing the best work and always kind of pushing myself. So, if that means I do TV for the rest of my life, sure. If that means I get the chance at doing some features, I got to do one over the break in between this season and last season, which was another like challenging thing, and it was cool.
Like a feature, you did a feature film.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
it called?
It's called I Origins.
Okay.
It's do you know Mike Cahill?
I do.
Yeah, so it's his next movie.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was really fun. It was me, Michael Pitt, and Britt Marling, and so it was a great experience. You know, just very like.
I'm a big fan of Michael Pitt. So how's it like working with him?
He's awesome.
Yeah,
man. The dude is so talented, and what was great was Mike Cahill and Mike and Britt were all down to kind of improvise, and so there's a lot of moments that are just improvised. We just made them up as we all went along, and it was really fun. You know, it's fun to do something gritty too, because Walking Dead. It still has a budget, it has like a bigger budget.
Right.
So you're sitting there with like Crafty and like you're sitting there with cameras being set up and like you going sitting down and you coming in
Right.
to when you're ready. Whereas the movie that we shot was just essentially stay here. We're gonna shoot.
five guys in the
Yeah,
camera.
like someone like loading the camera.
Right.
Just wait. And it's really cool because
That's a cool experience.
Yeah,
right?
it's a great experience.
Especially going from Walking Dead to that.
Yeah, totally. And it was in New York, so it's like you get to spend a couple months in New York.
Well, probably the most important question I could ask you, since you might be the expert, if there was a zombie apocalypse right now, what would you do? What would you do? I mean, you have more preparation than us, obviously.
Not really. I mean, I don't know, anything. What would I do? I'd make sure my family's safe, and if they're not, I would maybe like call up like a cute girl, hang out till we both die.
Until you both die together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just let it just die. Because what's the point?
You tell me. What is the point?
What's the
You
point
don't
if
do it.
you can't talk to another person?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like why continue living if there's no other people to be with?
How are the fans?
Fans are interesting.
Yeah.
They're very. It's awesome because they love the show, and I love that. They support us, and so it's fantastic. There are interesting moments that you do have with fans because it's a stranger meeting a stranger,
Right.
and so it's going to be awkward.
Sure.
But most of the time they're very gracious and they're very nice, and so for me, that's a huge blessing for me because it's if you dig anything that I do, that's awesome. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So do they yell your name? Glenn, do they ever yell like Glenn, scream your name? Like,
Yeah,
does that get annoying?
It doesn't get annoying. I think it's interesting. Like the nicer you are, the more time I will spend, and most people are very nice.
Sure.
But then you do get some people that are occasionally rude.
Yeah. Do they tell you like, you guys should do? Do they ever do that? Or
I don't even mind that.
Yeah.
Because at least that means they're watching and they have an opinion.
Sure.
One time this guy just kind of went like this. He's like, "Hey," like that. And for me, I'm typically a nice dude, so
Yeah,
I was
it's
just
like,
like,
okay.
"Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, "Can I take a picture?" And I was like, "Dude, don't.
Yeah.
That's
don't
really
wave me
rude,
over.
man.
Yeah.
So rude." But like people do different things.
But your life has changed from Walking Dead, obviously.
Yeah,
How much has it changed?
quite a bit.
I mean, people can't understand. I mean, I can't understand. A lot of people can't understand how much it's changed. But like, if you could try to like explain how your life has changed, there's a lot of people, especially in Michigan, that are trying to get in this industry.
Yeah.
What would you say to them too?
I would say, the work is paramount. The joy in this is the work. The joy in this is getting up every day and being like, I get to just pretend for a couple hours, and I get to shoot guns. I get to
Right.
like stab things in the face and like do crazy stunts, and And you know,
Do you do your own stunts?
yeah, and well, unless they're like insane,
Like
like
what-
getting hit by a car or something. No,
You're not
but-
going to do that.
No,
You're not as dedicated.
Yeah, not as
I would. I would. I would. Do
I
it.
would do
I'm
it.
just saying, but it's okay. It's okay, Steve.
Dude, I gotta step my game up, man.
Yeah. Or else you're gonna lose your role to me.
But yeah, you know, it's about the work. So the work is fun, and obviously, you know, job security is arguable in our line
Right.
of work. So I think once you get to a point where it's not fun anymore, maybe you should
Get out.
get out. Yeah, because what else do you have? Like, 'cause
Sure.
sometimes you won't even get paid for things.
Right.
And that's just what it's gonna be.
Is there any tips, or is there any, I won't say tip, but secrets that you could tell us about this upcoming season 4 of Walking Dead?
Not at all.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
do you
so
get the
sorry.
full script? Do you get it
Yeah,
all? Do
yeah.
you know what's gonna happen?
We do. I just read the next episode.
Oh, okay.
so,
But you get them by episode, or do you
yeah,
get
we
the
get
whole
'em by
by
episode,
episode? Okay. So you never know if you're gonna be dead. You
Yeah.
never know. You just,
You don't know.
when you get it, do you like, oh, please don't die?
Well,
Or,
yeah.
or
You
are you
just-
pretty secure? See, I stopped reading the comic books. First off, I stopped reading the comic books
Yeah.
because they didn't really coincide with what's going on with the show exactly. So
Right,
I said,
right.
I'm not going to read on. So I don't know actually what happens to Glenn's character. So I don't even know. You could make it
Yeah.
to the end, or well,
I don't
they're
want to
still
spoil.
writing.
I don't want to spoil it for people, but
Yeah.
Glenn has an interesting storyline throughout the whole thing.
So okay. Do
but-
you like where your storyline's going?
I do. Yeah, I definitely enjoy that they're taking this character and continuing to grow him, as opposed to being like, all right, we showed him for a couple episodes, let's just leave him be. I love that you can always count on a character shift with him that's natural and organic, that makes sense, you know.
Right.
And so I want to grow. I want to grow this character as the writers grow this character to get to a place, you know, to change, because you know, that's interesting storytelling, and that's truthful too. You know, this kid who was a pizza delivery guy is definitely, you know, if he gets a girlfriend or, you know, a fiance, you know, he's gonna, his life is gonna change, and when it becomes about like who's the most able to survive these elements, I mean, you don't have the comfy cushion couches of, like, you know, chilling out and playing Xbox and smoking weed or something like that. That's probably what he did before, you know. But
yeah, I know that. I hung out with him. That's
Yeah,
what
you hung out with Glenn. Yeah,
that's
he
what
totally
he did
did.
do.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'm
he
really
seems
surprised
like
he's still
that guy.
alive right now. Yeah, I can't believe he made it.
But now, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's a different cat.
But he can climb. That guy
He's a
can climb.
climber.
Yeah, like you have to get physically like in fit for some of the, or like.
You know what's interesting is actually I got smaller over the course of the seasons.
Like more tone, or like, what do you mean?
Yeah, well, what happened was first season I came in because I was kind of fresh-faced to Hollywood, thinking that, like,
And how old were you, by the way?
I was 26.
26.
And I booked the show, and you know, when you're first in Hollywood, especially coming from like a Midwest town, you're just lifting weights all the time because that's what you think you're supposed to be doing, right? You're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be writing, lifting weights.
Selling my image.
Yeah, you know, and so I wasn't like jacked.
Right.
I don't know if I could ever get there, but I was definitely like a little bit bigger. So I got a lot of bigger clothes put on me. And then as, you know, the seasons went, I realized that Glenn also needed to take kind of a role of like a protector.
Sure.
So I took up boxing, and that leans you out, but it does make you a little bit more tone.
So you took up boxing.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
boxing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I take it up as in like I train whenever I'm back in LA, and I train in Atlanta by myself. Yeah.
What is your overall thought and just view on the show? I mean, like, obviously you didn't know it was going to be this big of a phenomenon,
Yeah.
But like, so like, are you still like going into every single day going, wow? Or is it like kind of almost like, this is a job now? This is, you know, are you used to it?
I don't think it ever turns into like a job, like it's boring, but it's definitely to a point where now we see a responsibility with it. I think all of us kind of have an urge to like come back each season and like kill it and just do one up the last season, you know.
Sure.
And, I mean, if that many people are watching it, we got to give them something.
And you are the #1 drama show on the network, correct?
Yeah,
on
it's
TV.
insane. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, and that's how that happened.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
such a great story. I'm glad I got a chance to listen to it. Up next, we have Operation Catastrophe. Stay tuned.
Anderson Music, but I also want to send a thank you out to Amaras for having us. Thank you, Amaros. You guys enjoying your food?
Hi, we're back, and I've taken control of hosting for some reason, and we're back here with Operation Catastrophe. It's a band made up of kids from the local area. So what's up, guys?
You know, nothing
so,
much.
I'm so much better. Let's go down the line. Why don't you introduce yourself and what do you play?
I'm Rachel Martin. I play guitar and I sing sometimes. What?
Like, how long have you been playing?
Like a few years.
That's awesome.
What about you?
I'm Anthony Piazza. I'm kind of like the leader of the band. I play guitar, and I do lead vocals, and I've been playing for about 8 years.
Nice.
And down the line to you.
I'm Alicia, and I'm not in this band.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. That's awesome.
I'm here.
Cool. Do you guys, did someone say that there was a clip?
There is a clip. And we're going to roll. Why don't you set the clip for us?
What? Yeah, so
Bye-bye.
can you tell us about this clip? Where is it? What is it?
It's the song Drive by Train. And yeah, we played it at O'Mara's on in May 19th. And yes.
Cool.
It's a
Just to
clip.
clarify before we launch a clip, there is a band member or members missing, correct?
Yes, Alex Lester, Richard Alcuri, and our drummer Ethan Hilsinger. Ethan's the other person from Troy High in our band.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
He's actually at Troy High drumline practice right now.
So in this clip, are we going to see all your full band?
Yeah, you'll get to see everybody. Actually, our bass player Richard Alcuri, he broke his wrist before the concert, so we had one of our friends, Alex Rottenberger, fill in.
And
Okay.
is he staying now?
Is Alex Rottenberger staying? No, he's
No.
just a fill-in. we're really gracious.
Tragic
families.
story. No replacement.
Yeah.
All right,
He's
well, let's see
back
this
now.
clip then.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? As previously stated, we are Operation Catastrophe. Yeah. All right, ready? Y'all ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the other side of the street, I knew said a girl that looked like you. I guess it's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true. Cause you moved to West LA or New York or Santa Fe or wherever, get away from me. Oh, but that one night was more than just right. I didn't need you until I came to. Oh, I was overwhelmed and frankly scared as hell because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking for a two-fly. That's where to hold my love. When you move me, everything is groovy. They don't like it to me, the way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. On the other side of the downward spiral, my love for you went viral, and I loved you every mile you drove away. And now here you are again, so let's get to how you been and get down to the more than friends at last. Oh, but that one night was more than just right. I didn't need you until I came to. Oh, I was overwhelmed and frankly scared as hell because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking for a two-fly. Everywhere you hold my love. When you move me, everything is groovy. They don't like it to me, the way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Please believe that when I leave, there's nothing up my sleeve. The love for you, and the time to get my head to. On the other side of the street, I knew said a girl that looked like you. I guess it's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true. Cause oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking for a two-fly. Empty bag to hold my love. When you move me, everything is groovy. They don't like it to me, the way you do me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. got trained. And I was joined on the microphone during the choruses by Mr. Richard L. Curry. Give him a hand, guys. Poor guy. He gets injured, he still comes up and
Okay, well, we're back. We didn't talk about. We kind of want to know more about you guys. How did you guys get started?
We both have the same guitar teacher, Mr. Ray Urena. He kind of set this up with a few of his students who we thought had a lot of potential when it comes to being in a band, performing in a group. And so about a year ago, we met Rachel in our group, an older group with a few different people. And then over time, we've acquired new people like Alex Luster, our guitarist, and brought back a few people that we already know, like Richard L. Curry and Ethan Hilsinger. And over the course of this past year, we've kind of become a very tightly knit group of musicians that really play really strong together.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
How much are you practicing? You're practicing all the time, all day, every day? Is music your life?
It's a big part of my life, I think. Other parts, for me, obviously school, athletics, but definitely a huge part that defines me is the band, is Operation Catastrophe, and the friendships I've made out of it. I don't think I would really trade any of that for the world, really.
What are you guys hoping to do with the band? What's
Right,
like your goal?
Yeah.
right now we're just kind of grinding, studying really hard into the songs that we do. Practicing, we all meet together once a week, and just to practice, but individually, like we'll talk online, like, oh, listen to this song, listen to that song. Sometimes we'll do Skype practices, and we'll just try to make the most of whatever time we have, given it has been a little short.
Yeah.
Over these past few months, especially with finals and AP tests and stuff.
It's so crazy. Their lives are so different. If I had a band, I couldn't Skype. Practice with them. We have to we have to mail.
Demo tape to each other?
Yeah, just wait a couple days.
Do you guys write your own songs, or do you guys play? What do you guys do? Like, are you a cover band, or?
We do a lot of cover songs, but
Yeah.
Rachel and I, we both written originals for the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is writing?
You have to have sort of a technique when you write it, like how many syllables you're gonna have in each line and stuff. And it's kind of like a complicated process, but it gets easier.
Because it's different from performing. Writing is totally different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you have to teach the other band, and they have to have their own parts. And I don't know how to play bass, I don't know how to play drums, so then they have to also sort of write their own music, learn parts.
Right. It does kind of evolve though. If you pick a key to play it in, you just tell, hey, play a certain beat in the key of whatever.
Yeah.
And in the drums, you say just play it a normal beat, and as time goes on, as you play a little more, they'll kind of flow with it. They'll kind of develop their own parts without you having to instruct them. And songwriting is definitely very different between person to person. The songs that I've written are nothing like what she's written.
Sure.
And you can tell her style is a little bit more harder rock. I'm a little bit more R&B, sort of softer rock.
Wow.
And that's really something that writing songs allows you to do, as opposed to being a cover band. You don't get to see inside of the musicians as much.
Do you think harder rock like Black Sabbath?
No, it's not really that hard of rock. Just
Relient
Relient K, a little.
Oh, okay.
Well, who inspires you? What artist inspires you?
For me, it's a little bit of the Beatles, Rolling Stone, Bob Marley a little bit, and some other hip hop influences, like Big Sean and stuff. Rachel, your bands?
Pretty much same as his, except not that much hip hop. But yeah, modern rock and roll, punk rock, just classic rock.
No country though, right?
No country, I don't.
You guys don't like country?
No, I love country music, but one time I offered to bring it up, she was like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we're not
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
everyone was just
Country music can be good.
It is. Like that song Cruise by Nelly. I love it, but there it's a group consensus. They were all against it. So,
I know.
we
It was
we just
so
keep
weird.
moving on.
You can always make it your own. That should be
Yeah.
the goal. Take the most ridiculous country song and then make it your own style. With a lot
That's
of
challenging.
metal.
That's, that'd be challenging.
Metal it up.
So what's the hope and dream? What is your overall passion? Is it singing? Is it what is it?
Originally, when I started playing guitar, I just wanted to be able to go to parties and play an acoustic. That's all I wanted to get out of it. and then I'm like, oh, I want to be this super big rock star, and now I just kind of like, you know, that was like in 4th grade too, like, oh, I'm gonna be like bigger than Elvis, and like
That's
and like
awesome.
now I just now I just kind of like enjoy playing with my friends. If something big happens, like if we do get like discovered by somebody, that'd be great. But I'd be more than happy, you know, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, doing this exact same thing with my friends.
That's awesome. Do you guys get that feeling when you're on stage and you're just like rocking out? It's just like the wall comes up and you're just playing and you don't see anybody else. It's just kind of, you're just in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
You guys get
It's
nervous?
it's really fun. You know, sometimes I get nervous.
Because you guys are fairly young, so I mean, like, you know, you probably haven't been exposed to crowds lately, so, you know, recently.
But also,
So-
that I don't think that'll ever go away, which is a good thing.
The
I
nervousness?
think if you stop getting nervous, that's probably bad.
Yeah, you know, I remember the couple concerts I played at that I wasn't nervous. I was just kind of like, whatever. I go up there, you know, I flub a few areas, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, that's a little, it's a little
Yeah.
off.
Do you guys have any upcoming shows?
Yes, we have one concert at Classic Lanes coming up July 19th. We're selling wristbands for it, you know, get in. If you buy tickets at the door, a lot of the proceeds doesn't necessarily go as much to the band. So, you know, like talk to us, anybody, and you know, we'll hook you up with the wristbands.
Where can people go to see your music?
We have a few like YouTube channels. Like Rachel, she has her YouTube channel, Rachel Mert Music. Want to talk about that a little bit?
It's just like this, I just upload like original songs sometimes that I just like do when in my free time.
Sure.
Really cool.
Awesome.
And you guys have a band YouTube as well?
I mean, it's more of like Rachel's individual song, like individual works.
We can make one.
Yeah.
You should make one.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I'm a fan, I want to listen to your music. Where am I going to go? Do I have to go see you in concert?
I guess we never really like thought about it that much. We just kind of like we're focusing more on the music and,
Sure.
and stuff. I always did kind of want to make a band Twitter though.
That'd be cool.
That might be pretty fun.
You should definitely do that.
100%. I agree with you.
Yeah. Thank you. I agree.
No, I agree with
I
you.
agree with you.
I do agree with
I
you.
agree.
Awesome. That's actually like we should do that though.
Yeah.
We definitely gotta do that.
They also agree.
Awesome. So you guys agree.
You doing a production of Les Mis soon?
Yes.
Well, why don't you tell us about that? Because you are, aside from you sing, but you also want to get into acting as well, like Steven and I.
Or you're doing that right now for fun at school? Well, tell us about Les Mis.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Well, I am in Les Mis with the Sterling Civic Theater Company,
Oh, sweet.
and it's going to be a good time.
What are you playing? What role specifically are you playing?
I'm mostly in the chorus, but I have a solo in Turning.
Are you a
Great.
fan of stage,
Oh.
like theater, or are you like film? Like do you have passion? Like do you have like a passion for one or the other?
I don't know, because I like singing more than acting,
Mm.
so I don't know,
So you might start off your own solo career.
maybe.
That's something we'll look into. We'll talk about it.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
No,
Is it coming?
I guess.
We think it's a good idea. I
So I
agree.
can fit
yeah,
in with
I
everyone
agree.
else.
It's a good idea. I agree.
That's awesome.
It's like, how long have you been singing for? Is that, like, this is the first I've ever heard about it.
I don't know.
I think we have a new member to the band.
Oh.
Let's sing a song together.
Yeah.
See, that's what this show does. It brings
Bring
people,
people
together.
together.
Yeah.
Look at-
Yeah.
That was great. It was great to meet you guys. Best of luck with your band, and best of luck with the production. That sounds awesome. I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like, especially if you guys are on YouTube. I'm
We'll be
sure
we'll be
we'll
refreshing YouTube every
yeah.
day. Hopefully you get an account or Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
If you guys, you know.
Yeah.
Hearing that though from Steve Yeun,
No, you don't even have to do that.
That's pretty amazing.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Nice to meet you guys, though.
It's great to meet you too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. I'm here too, by the way.
Oh, both you guys.
You're welcome.
Great to meet you guys.
Well, not joking.
Cool. Tell us what we're gonna see with this next clip.
All right, this next clip is our bass player Richard Alkuri singing the lead vocals on the song "Are You Gonna Be My Girl" by Jet. And again, this is the same guy that broke his wrist. He still shows up to the concert. Is this guy? One of the hardest working
Yep.
people in our band.
And now he's playing the bass again with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cast.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I guess we'll take it out with the clip from that.
so fine and I really wanna make you mine. Said you look so fine and I really wanna make you mine. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, come on, get your kicks. I don't need the money when you look like that, do ya? Big black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet with her, get back there. I could see you're all with me, but you were with another man. Yeah, I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away. Yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl? One, two, three, shake your hand, go deep, because you look so fine and I really wanna make you mine. Yeah, and I really wanna make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on, get your kicks. Now I don't need the money when you look like that, do ya? Black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet with her, yeah, that's there. I could see you over me, but you were with another man. Yeah, I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away. Yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl? I can see you over me, but you were with another man. Yeah, I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away. Yeah.
뉴스포인트는 시카고 샤프 여행사 협찬으로 보내드렸습니다. 뉴스포인트는 24시간 웹사이트 www.mktimes 또는 www.detkr.com으로 다시 보실 수 있습니다.